I'm at Sears shoe store, and a tradition that's long going to be passed soon. Mr. Sears, Jerry Sears, has been here for about 50 years. I guess a little bit plus maybe that. But Sears shoe store is older than that, and we're going to tell you the history of it today. And they're going to end their relationship here with you. They're just going to close the store. And we're sad to hear that because you know something? A woman never has too many pairs of shoes.
Yeah. That's
And
it.
by the way, your husband called women and said, come on down, you can spend all the money you want. And Jerry's here with me today, and we're going to tell you the history of Jerry's father and mother, I think, started Sears Shoe Store.
Well, we started in Chattanooga around about 1939, 1940 on 9th Street, or the new name is Martin Luther King Boulevard, as a clothing store. Then my dad wanted to expand a little bit, so my mother ran the store on Martin Luther King, and my dad went to Market Street, a 400 block of Market Street. His store was where Jack's Alley is today, and it was a clothing store there. And the building went about halfway back. It didn't go all the way through like Jack Alley is now to Broad Street. And above, there's offices above Jack's Alley, which used to be our old rooming house that we rented out. And the neighborhood got pretty rough there, so after that we went to Main Street, which is probably all the buildings there were like gold today, and that neighborhood got rough, so my dad had to do something, and so we went down to Lafayette, Georgia, and opened a shoe store on the square. Then a store came available at the depot, and we ran a clothing store at the depot, right behind the depot. And for a few years, or I guess maybe 10 years or so, then we lost our lease on the square, so we used to drive this highway back and forth. Highway 27 went through the park. We used to drive the highway every day, so there was our first building walking in the store used to be a drugstore. Can't think what it was. Anyway, we rented a little building there, and it did really well. We took the next building next to it. Then we took a third and fourth building. So that's how we are right now. So anyway, Fort Oaksville's been real good to us, and we appreciate all the patronage and the people that visit us and bought from us. But right now, I guess at 80 years old, or I will be 80 in July the 1st, and I guess it's not too many years in front of me. So my wife's been trying to get me to retire since when I was 70 years old, but I always said another year. But we've been married 57 years, and she says, well, I don't know if you'll make it to 58 if you don't retire being married. So that's how we stand right now. And but this was a family business. My mother and dad worked together in it, and that's how it is right now. So my two daughters. They live in Atlanta, and one married a doctor, one married aeronautical engineer. So I don't think I know they're not. They wouldn't want this business. So, and I tried to sell it to somebody, and the deal never came through. So I'm just going to close it up, and we got a place in Florida, so I'm going to live in Florida and live in Atlanta. So I'll give Chattanooga address up, and I think that's one of the saddest things, because I never lived outside Hampton County, and for 80 years. So that's how we stand right now. And also, I forgot to say, we had a place on Glass Street in East Chattanooga too, that my mother ran. So that's about the history of Sears Shoe Store.
You know, you said your dad started, I think, in 1939.
Yeah.
That's the year I was born.
Yeah.
1939. You know, Jerry, I've come in and out of here, sold you advertising, come in and out of here, and the biggest question I've always had is, and somebody's always asked me, how many pair of shoes you think's in Sears Shoe Store? Do you know?
No, I got too many to count. I got too many warehouses and stuff to really know. But I've been working 75, 85 hours since I got married, so I try to keep up with it that way by being here all the time.
I know that you're here every day,
Yes, ma'am.
just like me with my business,
That's
and every
right.
day, and you've been doing that for
I
many years?
got married in 1964, so I've been really doing it for about 57 years.
57 years, and you're going to retire. You're going to miss that, but you said you got a home in Florida. But I'm sitting in his office, and it kind of looks like my office. I told Jerry that he just is a pack rat.
Yeah.
He's got all these things in here. I said, how long have you had these things in here? He said, ever since I've been here. Things on the wall and so forth and so on. And he's a smart businessman. I've known him. We see each other at the bank and we talk. And his big question to me is, Judy, when you going to retire? So he's beat me to it. I have no intentions of it. And I don't have a boss to tell me to retire. But you got a big day coming up.
I hope so.
On Thursday coming up. Jerry's going to have, by invitation only, most of you out there got an envelope with your name on it. You got to bring the envelope and the letter in it and come in. He's got prizes for you and surprises for you and lots of good buys. And he always has a deal here for you. Always has name brand shoes, everything from work shoes. I know Eddie Upshaw that works with me said he used to bring the linemen in here.
That's
and you'd
right.
have him get shoes the linemen.
Yes, that's
And,
right.
you know, you were talking about Fort Oglethorpe's been good to you. Listen, this whole area's been good to you because you have people come in here from everywhere.
Yeah, Ringo, Lafayette, Dalton.
Chattanooga.
Yeah.
And probably Saudi and Knoxville and all up in there.
That's right.
Everybody comes in to Sears Shoe Store. He's been named the best of the best for how many years?
Oh, probably 10, 12 years or longer.
I guess when they started,
That's
when they
right.
first started, Jerry's been named the best of the best. There is no other shoe stores. When we think of we need shoes, we think of Jerry's Shoes at Sears Shoe Store.
That's right.
You know, the signs out front intrigue me. They're 3 circles, and they've got to be from the 50s. Is that something you created?
That's right. Yes, it's from the 50s. Yes, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, from the 50s, and the store has that look, but
That's right. We haven't changed much the inside of the store, but we always try to get the best lines and the best merchandise and the best prices since. That's what we went for. And that's such a fancy store, but the prices and the quality of goods, and that's what we really went for.
Because I know that you, I've been here when you got on the phone and talked to a supply house and said that you needed, and they made a delivery to you. And you've got to have some smart people at work for you to keep up with those shoes, because I've been in here and I said, I wish you had a size 9 so-and-so, and it'd say, hold on just a minute, and they'd go get it and bring it back in here. So they got to know where they all are.
That's right. I have good employees, the ones that have been with me a long time. I'm sorry I'm going to have to give them up, but I guess I got to go for, there's another chapter in my life, I guess.
So let's talk about that. There's George.
Yeah.
What part does George play?
George, he's manager of the men's department. Then we got Connie Rollins. She took care of the ladies department. Then I got Tommy Kimbrell. He took care of the athletics. So I had a pretty good team there. So
and they've been here.
I was real fortunate to have them.
They've been here for many years, haven't they?
Right.
As much as 25 years, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think George's been here 23. Connie was here. Came in 6 months. 6 months after George, and Tommy's been here quite a while too, 15, 20 years.
So they're his, what I say is key employees, but he has other employees.
Oh yeah, they're good too. We try to run it like a family business. We might get mad at each other, but end of the day, we kiss each other and we get together and we're fine at the end of the day.
And then one of his longtime employees, Stacy, who worked back in athletics, she was here for about 15 years.
Yeah,
I understand, and she was one of my best friend's kid, and I'd come in here and see her when I wanted.
Yeah, Stacy was loyal. Stacy's was loyal and everything. She just quit about 6 months ago to take care of her mother. So we need to mention Stacy also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you tell me, Jerry, some incidents that you remember about customers that come in here? Do you have the same customers that come back for Easter shoes, for graduation, for all Christmas, Christmas gifts, gift cards?
Now I think now we're working on about the 3rd generation of people that started 50 years ago. Now we got their grandkids and the grandkids' children. So we're lucky for that, and And we also have a big industrial business for safety toes and all
Yeah.
that. So we've been fortunate. I can't complain about nothing. Life has been good to me.
It has been good, Jerry.
yeah.
I think you're a very personal person,
Yeah.
and I think you're a benevolent person, a pillar of the community, and I think you're a good person. I've got to
Yeah.
know you,
Yeah.
and we've just passed and repassed, but never spent a lot of time together, eat lunch together, or
That's
anything. But
But I like the community and everything's been fine. No problems. And we've seen quite a few changes. But customers stay with it when the bypass went by went bypass 27. We thought that would hurt us, but our customers was loyal to us and they stayed with us. So which I appreciate it.
and now the new road's out here,
Yeah.
and it's gonna look good, and it's gonna be when they move all those barrels, it's gonna be good, and
Yeah.
they'll have them moved, I think, by Thursday when you have your.
I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah, but it won't matter. They'll move the barrels out of the way and come in to Sears
Yeah.
shoe store.
Well, I hope everybody comes to see us Thursday and in the future days.
And you're
after
gonna open
that.
it. You're gonna open at 10 o'clock,
10 to 6 on Thursday.
and the sale continues after that, don't it? But that's
yeah,
just
oh,
a
yeah.
doorbuster.
Oh yeah, that's just the start, and we'll be here till all the shoes run out.
Well, Jerry, I got one last question for you. What do you got to say to these people out there that's going to be back on their feet again?
Back again.
Back on their feet again means they need some shoes.
Yeah, well, I hope they find other stores that take care of them like we try to took care of them, and I'm sure they will. But it's a sad day for me too to close up because this has been my whole life, and many years I gave up a lot of family time and stuff to take care of my family. But my wife has been good to me. She took care of the family while I was working, so I think now it's time to be with her too and my family.
Have you woke up at 9 or got up the next morning and say, I'm not sure this is what I want to do, but I'm going to do it?
No, I think I
You're
enjoy.
ready to go.
Yeah, well, I know when you get older you can't work as hard, but I think got 80. I think I need a little play time.
Well, good luck to you,
Okay.
and thank you for being a part of the community
Okay.
and everything you've done for
Well,
this community and for your customers.
Okay, I just want to thank all my customers for patronizing me, and I wish them the best of luck too. Thank you.
Thank you. And that's your Jerry Sears from Sears Shoe Store, who you've known for a long time, and we hope you'll come and shop with him and get some of those last-minute deals, because he'll be here till maybe 2 or 3 months.
Till the
he
shoes
closes
run
it all
out. Till the shoes run out.
Till there's no shoes here in the building. That's a long time, folks.